And we are live. What's going on, guys? I'm going to be playing some rapid chess on chess.com. I'm going to be explaining how to make chess 5 times easier. But first, super important announcement. Chess Vibes Academy is now live. So let me explain what this is. On YouTube, you can subscribe to a channel or you can click join and join as a member. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like. On my channel, this is like the home page. There's a subscribe button, and then that red arrow is pointing to the join button, okay? In the past, there was like 3 different levels, and it was really confusing, like what's the difference and why you would join one over another, and what does that even matter? And so those have been removed and replaced by only one level, Chess Vibes Academy, okay? I'm really excited for this. This is something that I've been thinking about for a while now. And essentially what it is it's going to be a community where we learn together. We have a lot of fun. And one of the main ways we're going to do this is there's going to be an opening that's chosen every month where I do a lesson and I explain the thought process behind that opening. And then once we learn that, we have a special members only tournament where we play from that exact opening position. Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say that the opening, and this is just randomly being, it could be anything, but let's just say we pick fried liver attack. So we have e4, e5, we attack the pawn, they defend the pawn. We bring out the bishop lining up on the weak spot. They go here, allowing us to attack it. They really have to play d5 to try to stop this. And when we take and they take back, if we sacrifice our knight, we have what's called the fried liver attack. Okay, so we take it, and we bring out the queen, which is a fork. The only way for them to save their knight is to now run with their king to the center of the board. This is the starting position for the fried liver attack. So every month we're going to pick an opening. Let's just say it was the fried liver. I'm going to explain, okay, what's the idea? Like, what do we do in this position for white? What are our plans? What's the idea? What do we want to focus on? And also from black's perspective, what is black trying to focus on? What is black trying to do, right? And once we learn that, then we're going to jump in. I haven't decided if it's going to be immediately following the lesson or if it's going to be like a few days later to give you guys time to digest the lesson. We probably will vote on that. But shortly after the lesson, there's going to be a tournament where we play starting from this exact position. So you get to immediately put into practice, okay, this is what he talked about. Let me see if I can remember that. Like, I don't think anybody's doing this, and I think this is one of the best ways to learn an opening. So I'm really excited for that. There's going to be some other stuff too, like Q&A. You get to ask whatever questions you want, and I'll answer those in a video. There's going to be some member game stuff where I highlight your games. Really, really excited. Appreciate everybody who gave me feedback on that. Some of you took a survey and you know what I'm talking about, so thank you. We were going to price this at $50 a month initially. That was, a lot of people said that and thought that was fair, but I wanted more people to have access to it, and so we ended up on $14.99, which I try to get it as low as possible where it's still worth my time, but also like, yeah, I just wanted more people to be able to join. So that's Chess Vibes Academy. Like I said, there's a join button there. It should look different than what it used to look like. And so I don't actually know, for everybody who was a member before, it looks like you're still getting the your names highlighted. So I guess you keep your old memberships. I'm not exactly sure like if those are going to go away or what happens because I deleted the old levels. Maybe you're just grandfathered in. I don't really know. So I apologize if you lose your membership. I think it did say, though, that if you lose it, you get refunded for the previous month. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. We're going to figure this out as we go along. But I'm really excited. I think you guys are going to like this. And yeah. But if you're interested, you click on the join button and it'll kind of tell you about it. Okay? Cool. So having said that, let me go ahead and jump into a game. And I'm going to explain how to make chess 5 times easier. All right, let's play a rapid game. Here we go. So how do you make chess 5 times easier? Let's play a Scandinavian. We haven't played this in a while. So in my opinion, one of the biggest problems, for beginner and intermediate players is when they sit down and play a game of chess, they get into like the middle game, they start to get these crazy ideas. Like, oh, I could like move my rook here and this push the pawn and then do like 17 moves and attack their bishop, right? And it's like, okay, yes, you could do that. But even if you got 17 free moves, is that really how you want to use your 17 moves? Like to attack the bishop? Like, is that the best plan, right? So I think this is what you want to ask yourself. Let's see, let's bring out the other knight. You want to ask yourself, before you follow a plan, you want to say, okay, would Nelson do this? Or replace that with a higher rated? Would Magnus Carlsen do this? Would Stockfish do, like, does this make sense? Like, would a high rated player want to do this? And a lot of times I think you'll find the answer is like, yeah, probably not. And so if you want to make chess easier, like, don't waste so much of your time thinking about these crazy plans. Focus on like the basic. Like, if you look at a lot of high level games, what you will find most of the time is that they are focusing on the fundamentals. They're developing their pieces quickly. They're fighting for the center. They're trying to improve bad pieces and make them good pieces, right? They're not doing these crazy things. Occasionally you'll find a game where it's like, whoa, what in the world was that? But it's rare. Like, those are the exceptions, right? So I think that's the biggest thing, like, that where beginners just kind of go wrong. They just get these plans and it's like, yes, that is a plan, but is that really like the best use of your time? I don't think so. You know, that's it. That's how to make chess 5 times easier. That's my secret. All right, so let's see if we can target this. And I'm wondering if we jump in. The problem is they do have this d3 move. They haven't committed the pawn to d4. So maybe we don't. We could also go here and target this. They're going to castle, though, and I don't know if I'm willing to sacrifice. I don't know if I'm willing to sacrifice just yet. I feel like probably not. So I think I'm just going to play e6. Remember, focus on the fundamentals. Make it easy. Get the bishop out. Get ready to castle one way or the other. I don't know if we're going to have this opportunity after the next move, because if they push the pawn, we lose the ability. But I'm just keeping an eye on it. Just keeping on it. They're probably going to castle or play d3 is what I think. I mean, they could take this knight, but it's probably not going to happen. We just recapture. Okay, they do go for d4. So this is no longer on the table. But this move is. We could go over here, threatening c2. They might just drop the bishop back, though. And I don't know what our follow-up is. Maybe knight a5, just getting the bishop and then getting the fork. So is this an example of where I'm just following a rabbit trail? There's also bishop b4, pinning the knight. They're going to go bishop d2, though. What happens there? Yeah, I don't really like it. I don't think I have a good follow-up. Okay, let's calculate a little bit more. So we go here. This is a pretty serious threat. I don't see an easy way for white except for bishop b3. So we go bishop b3. Oh, no, it doesn't work. Wow, we almost have an amazing tactic with the does it work? Okay, I'm going to do it because here's why I'm going to do it. I don't see how white is going to. I have actually two follow-up plans in my mind. Number one is I want to go knight a5, take the bishop, and then jump in. That looks pretty difficult for white to stop. The other thing I want to do is maybe there's a really crazy tactic here, guys, where if you can sack, takes, knight c2 check, and you get your queen back and you actually win 2 pawns in the process, okay? Like, imagine if it was my turn right now. I take, he takes, I take, he takes, check, and we win the queen back, and we eliminate 2 pawns. The problem is, of course, white's going to deal with that. I don't think the same tactic works because the bishop takes my knight, unless I can somehow trade the bishop first and then do it, but they wouldn't have to follow through with that. They could play some other move. So that's why I'm thinking maybe we go knight a5. It almost worked. Oh, what? 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 Isn't that just a free pawn? What am I missing? What's going on? We just take it, right? What is this? Okay, I have no idea what's going on. It looks like I just take it and then take 2 pawns. And it comes with a tempo on the rook both times. Do they want to do some crazy... Okay, maybe they're thinking of some crazy d5 idea. But even there, I just take and trade queens and my knight comes out and I'm up a bunch of material. I'm going to do it. I don't know. I'm going to do it. d5 is the only move that I could think they might want to play. Other than that, I just don't believe in this at all. Yeah. Okay, so they do go for d5. So let's think about this. We have a couple of options. Option number one, we take the pawn. I don't know that I like that. I mean, I'm still okay because I can play bishop e7. I think we're going to survive that. But it's always good to start with the most forcing thing. Like, just take the rook. What happens if you just take the rook? We take the rook. If he takes my knight, we trade queens. And I believe as long as my knight comes out of there, we're fine. So knight here, he takes me. Rook b8, check. Actually, it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. Okay, I didn't give white enough credit, I guess. But there's other moves, like knight a5. The reason why knight a5 is good is because now we have two pieces under attack, the rook and the bishop. We probably have to go with a check. Then we play c6, takes. And again, we have two pieces under attack, and I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, so knight a5. Is there anything bad about knight a5? Takes, we trade queens. They get a couple pawns, but that's all. As far as I can tell. Check, bishop d6, check, we move. Okay, I don't see it. Yeah, I think knight a5 is good. Also, I don't even have to trade queens. I could just take this back. I could just take it back with the pawn. And I'm just maintaining the double threats, right? We just have these two threats that white has to deal with. And I'm trying to just maintain that without putting myself in danger too much, essentially is what's going on. Papa Joe, Chess Vibes Academy. Hey, welcome. I think you're the first person who has joined Chess Vibes Academy. Papa Joe. All right, my man. That makes me excited. That makes me excited. All right. Cool. Oh, there's a move on the board. I got distracted. Okay, bishop d3. All right, so here's what's going on, guys. We're getting a free rook. That's what's going on. The question is, do I want to trade the bishops first and then take the free rook? Check, we have c6, which defends my knight, so that's fine. Here, the only thing I don't like about this is opening up the e-file. I don't like opening up the e-file. So we are going to take this one first, and we're going to take the rook. This is a pretty common tactic here, where you play c6 and it defends your knight with the queen. So we're not losing our knight here, even though it looks like we are. We're not. We might lose this knight. That's very likely after something like bishop g5. However, we got a rook. So it's still a good trade, a rook for a knight. So I'm okay losing that knight, as long as we can keep things under control. But I think bishop e7 should... actually, bishop e7, okay, takes, then there is a fork. We have to be careful. Although, okay, wow, this is wild. The thing about the fork is that you can't take both knights at the same time. So if you go for the fork, I go queen d7. You take this one, then this knight probably is escaping. Maybe it's not. The other thing is we could play f6 to just create another threat. Yeah, maybe that's the way. Got to be a little careful. It's tricky. I'll give that to white. It's more tricky than I realized, but I still think this is probably got to be good for me. What's Chess Vibes Academy? So I gave a little intro at the start of the stream. So if you want to go back and just watch the very beginning, I kind of explained what it is, but essentially a membership where we learn together. We do special opening lessons and tournaments based on those opening lessons, Q&A, member game highlights, all kinds of stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to go with c6, like I explained, to defend the knight. And if they take, we're going to take back probably with the pawn to gain a tempo, but I could also take back with the knight to get the knight away from the side of the board. No, I think the tempo is more important in this position. Yeah, so if we go here, I'm just worried that the knight's going to jump in and really put the pressure on. But if I take with the pawn, it gives me time to do more. Yeah, I'm going to take with the pawn. I don't know. This is a tough one. But I like that I forced the queen to move. Now I get to do something useful, which I think is very valuable. Like maybe bishop e7 and get castled. I'm okay losing the knight. Like I said, we don't really need to save the knight. Yeah, we're going to go bishop e7. We stop any bishop g5 shenanigans. And we get ready to castle, get the king to safety. And even though we're going to lose that, we're still going to be up in exchange. Okay, we're going to have a rook for a knight, which is a great trade. Okay, that's a fine. Let's go ahead and castle. Like I said, we're just going to give that up. Okay. So this knight is probably the worst piece in my position. So I'm thinking through, how do I change that? Knight b7 and jump around maybe, or to c5. Yeah, I think we do that. I just don't want to leave it sit there. It just doesn't do anything, right? It can't move. Can't move anywhere. Okay, let's go somewhere with the queen. Where to? Oh, we have to watch out for this one. I just noticed that. Ooh. That's a good move. Okay, hold on. Let's be careful here. Maybe we go to b6 so we keep the knight defended. Okay, bishop e3, knight a4, queen b5 takes. I'm worried about the fork, actually, guys. So queen b6, knight a4. I can't go queen b5 because of the fork. So... but I can go queen b4 with my own fork. Wow, this is getting so wild. Rook d4. Rook d4 is a good move. Rook d4 is a great move. Wow. Okay. Did not think about that. I guess I have to stop. I think I have to stop this. I'm just noticing that that fork is very dangerous. So that's why I wanted to bring my queen out, but I think I have to just stop this move. And we try to play rook d8 next and trade these pieces off. Get rid of that powerful rook. That rook's super powerful right now. But once we get a rook on d8, we're good to go. Unless white has some crazy tactics that I'm not seeing. h4, that shouldn't be a problem. Let's go rook d8. Solve the big problem right away. Okay, so he wants to keep pieces on the board, which makes sense. I'm going to go here. I'm going to try to trade and just gradually improve the positioning of my pieces. Bishop g5, I think we would play f6. Okay, this is defended. That's important. An important detail. Okay. If he goes back, then we play e5. We just kind of keep gaining space, like move by move, right? We're just getting a little bit more space, a little bit more space. I have to be careful with the rook here, but I don't see any dangerous moves with the knight, so I think we would have time to save our knight. Okay, I'm going to go here. The check doesn't win my piece because it's defended. Then we have time to step to the side. He doesn't do it. Okay. I'm doing two things with this move. Do you guys see what I'm doing? Thing number one is I'm stopping the queen. What else am I doing? Yeah, he saw it. I was threatening to take his bishop. He saw it. I'm just going to get my rook into a better position. Probably going to move this bishop back now. Okay. So check here. Have to be careful, but we sidestep. Yeah, this is dangerous because there's this tactic where you lose the queen. But when I sidestep, my king is safe because it's no longer in a check. Now it's threatened, so let's go back. I do have to pick up the pace or I'm going to get flagged here, I think. So let's try to move a little faster and force some trades. Good news is my position is getting more and more solid. So it should be easier to move a little bit faster. Let's gain a little bit more space. Open up the rook a little bit more. Bishop's kind of bad right now, but we should be able to fix that a little bit later. Okay. Let's gain some more space. Notice how every time I push it, my rook gets a little bit more space, right? Do I want to do that or not? That's a tough decision. No, I don't think so. The weakness on g6 is too much, I think. Yeah, I'd rather do it this way. I'd much rather do it this way. Let's get my knight in there to d3 first. And then g6, I think. Okay. Now we can probably just take the pawn, is what I'm thinking. Position looks pretty solid. This knight's a monster here. Do we have any threats? No, I think we have time. Let's go take it. Let's go take the pawn. Trying to stop me. Okay, that's annoying. It's annoying. Okay, we might get a trade here. I'm going to just simplify. And again, I'm threatening to take that pawn. We take with the queen, so it's not a tactic. If he takes here, bishop d6 forces a trade of everything, and then we go into a winning endgame. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. So now it should be pretty easy, as long as I don't blunder a knife fork. Should be pretty easy. Rook is much more powerful than a knight. I'm just going to come over here, take the pawn, get another queen, and win the game. That's it. And we don't really have any weaknesses for the knight to take advantage of. Yeah, this is fine. We just take. We take. We take. And we push. Just push this guy. Okay. I will defend my pawn. Let's push. We'll just push again. Go with a check. Okay, we can sack the rook, no problem. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty easy win at that point. All right. Pretty good game, I think. We'll see if they... I'm pretty sure that castling was a blunder early, but let's take a look and see. Yeah, we had it. Pretty good control from start to finish there. Oh, castling was actually a good move. Interesting. Castling was the best move. Wow. I thought it was a blunder. So if you go bishop b3, I wanted to play knight a5. And they do have a check. But after I play c6, I'm threatening b5. If they try to attack my knight, I just go back. Okay, okay. The position actually was much more complicated than I gave it credit for. And castling was a good move. Bishop g5 is what they need to play this immediately. And what if I play f6? Wow. Wow, there's a tactic for you guys. Look at that. You sack the bishop because the bishop is defending the knight. Wow. And then if I take this, I'm in trouble because of d5. Can't take it because I get pinned. And I'm... It's amazing. It is amazing how you could place logical moves against Stockfish and just... You're losing now. Wow. Anyway. The game was actually pretty equal until this move. If they would have just played bishop g5, f6, Knight d4. Yeah, there were some really tricky moves where you just had to just give up your bishop that were really good for white, but that's hard to see. And then I guess rookie, nope, not rookie one. Knight e4. Like, yeah, this is so hard to calculate this stuff. Anyway, what's up, Rob? Yes, you saw R2D2, huh? That's a Lego version. Just finished it. Just finished the Lego. All right, here we go. We got E4 on the board. Ooh, okay. Well, we're gonna go with D4. This is how I like to play against the Scandinavian. Knight C3, F3, take it back. He goes with Bishop F5. I'm thinking about just going here. Yeah, I think I will. My idea is I want to take it and then take back. So he's probably going to play Knight D7. And I might just ignore it and play Queen D2 and castle or something. Seems like a solid plan. Yeah, let's just ignore it and castle. I mean, if black wants to do that, that's fine. I'll just come back here. Or here. One of these two. Okay. Now it's a pin. Wait a second. Now it's a pin. Hold on. Takes. Do I get a queen, I lose a queen, we both lose a piece, and I lose a pawn. I actually lose a pawn in the process. Okay. Sneaky move. Sneaky move. I guess it doesn't work for me. Huh. Takes. I could take the c7 pawn, though. No, but then he trades and he's going to get the c2 pawn. Okay. All right, fine. We'll just castle then. You always want to check. You know, you want to make sure that you at least look at it, but it doesn't look like it works in my favor this time around. Okay. Bishop e7. So I think black wants to castle, which I would be very happy with. Maybe they don't. King b1 seems like a very useful move to get away from any potential pins. Let's just do it. Let's just do it right now. Only because I'm not sure where I want to develop these pieces, and I am sure that I don't want trouble here, right? That's the important thing. C6, yeah, so black is probably waiting. They're not going to just castle right away. I'm wondering if we just attack anyway. Or should I try to play some other waiting moves? I don't know if I have any other waiting moves is the thing. Play knight e2 with the idea of going knight g3 or knight f4. I don't want to go here because I feel like it's just going to line up for some targets. I'm just going to be targets for these pawns. Yeah, let's just go here. If they take me, I'm happy. I just take back. Now I have the g file. We can attack. So we are threatening maybe the knight to come around like this. Okay. So, of course, my pawn structure is messed up and I'm down a pawn. So, endgame-wise, not looking good. But I'm not really thinking about the endgame. I'm thinking about attacking the king and trying to win in the middle game, right? So now it's a pretty big question of where is the bishop better placed? F2, I like that my knight can go to G3. G3 just seems like the better square for the bishop, though, to be honest with you. Hmm. Wow, that's a very tough decision. I want to play h4 next too. Would I rather? Maybe I don't do one on f2. I don't know. It's tough. I'm just gonna choose one and move on. I don't know. The gout, yeah, the gout and the that was a that was something, wasn't it? New rating climb's coming very soon. Actually, yeah, it might be Monday. The new rating climb episode might drop on Monday. I think you guys are gonna like it. Got a special theme for the rating climb. I might actually get some help from some Chess Vibes Academy members too for some special things with that. But I don't want to give it away just yet, so I'll just stop talking about it. All right, so what's our plan? I mean, I don't think Black's castling this way anymore. Maybe they're trying to go this way. I don't know. This bishop's actually not awful. If we do want to attack that way, I'm expecting a queen move, like queen a5 or queen c7. This is probably what they're thinking about. I think castling here would just be ridiculous because then h4 and you just get destroyed. Yeah, so definitely the queen's probably coming here. They're going long. There you go. Queen a5. Mm-hmm. So, okay, I have so many options here, guys. Option 1, we attack the bishop, and then reroute to e4. Option 2, we go over here and kick the queen. Option 3, we try h4 immediately. I'm just not sure about g4, what I'm going to do. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, which one is it? Maybe we just go get the queen. We might need the knight over here to attack when they castle. Slow High. Hey, welcome to Chess Vibes Academy. You're the second person to join. All right. Welcome, guys. Okay, and there's the castling. As we predicted, let's go knight b3, kick the queen with the tempo, and reposition for the attack. Ooh, d5? Can we get away with it? Can we get away with it? I'm not sure because b6... Actually, no, b6 is not a possibility. Okay. Yeah, let's go. I'm just sacrificing this on principle of open up the files and diagonals. That's it. And the fact that there is no b6 trapping my bishop. This is a risk. When you take these free pawns, sometimes they're poisoned. And if your piece gets trapped, you're going to regret it, right? But in this case, you can't. You can't because I had bishop a6. Knight b6, not a move I considered. Interesting. It's probably a pretty good move, actually, because the rook is now... I didn't think about that. Any way we can sack our queen? Takes. Knight a5, bishop a6, knight b5. I mean, it's tempting. It is very tempting, actually. So takes, check, takes, we recapture, rook d8. Oh, man, it's too crazy, right? Is it? Is it too crazy? I'm only getting a pawn and a... Yeah, it's too crazy. All right. This was a great move. I didn't see that, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so how do we make the best of this situation now? Knight d4. The point is that if you take me, I'm at least gonna get something in return. And if you don't take me and go here, then I could probably trade it off because I've now blocked the pin. Although there's c5, and I don't know what's happening after knight b5. Takes. It doesn't look very good for me. So bishop g6, takes. He gets a queen, I get a queen. He gets a rook, I get a rook. He gets a free piece. He does take it back. Okay. Ah, I see what he wants to do. Takes, check. I can't take because of this guy. Man. Man, oh man. Some very strong moves from the opponent here. Okay. What can we do? What can we do? Wow. I don't know. I don't even know what we can do. Can we do anything? That's such a good move. Okay. Can I take it? I don't think we want to take. Maybe I have to go knight e4. Simon! Chess Vibes Academy, let's go! Welcome. All right. Probably the first thing I'm going to do is give you guys a poll on which opening we should learn first. Then we'll do the lesson. We'll talk about the plans, the concepts, and then we'll do the tournament where you get to actually practice it against other people. It's going to be so much fun. And I think it's like one of the best ways to learn, because usually the problem is you learn an opening and then it's like, well, I don't know if I'm even going to get a chance to play it, right? And that's what this is going to solve that problem. Like while it's fresh in your mind, you get to practice it. That's going to be great. Going to be great. Knight f4. Takes. It's a sacrifice. Don't love it. I'm just in so much trouble. I'm getting to the point where I might need to do something desperate. I might need to. Rook and a bishop for a queen. Yeah, that is not ideal, is it? Queen a5, but the problem is there's still a pin here. Man. All right, that's probably my best chance. I don't know. It's either this or sack the queen. If I can get this bishop out, then we're not pinned. But this knight's probably a goner, right? After c5 or e5, the knight's a goner because we can't take it. So that's unfortunate, but maybe I get some counterplay. You know, takes, the bishop comes in. We maybe there's some tricks. Yeah, this knight b6 was such a good move. That was such a great move by our opponent, just taking advantage of this pin. Very good move. I'm expecting a pawn move. And I feel like our best chance is to take the pawn, but do I have any other options? Cannot move the knight. That is literally checkmate instantly. Unless we get the bishop out first. So bishop a6. I mean, it's a crazy move, but maybe. I think I'd rather take here first, then bishop a6 if I can. You're still thinking about that awesome title Tuesday? Hey, thanks. Oh yeah, we did have that smothered checkmate, right? If you guys haven't seen that. Takes my knight. What is that? I don't know if that changes our plan much. Okay. Yeah, I think this is my best chance here to take it this way. So we are losing a knight, but then we do get something, kind of. I may have to actually take with the rook. Okay, hold on. No, we do have... Yeah, the pin is just so dangerous. I'm going to try to do it this way because we're still kind of threatening. No, we're not. We're not even threatening that, are we? This back rank problem is killing us, guys. It's killing us. All right. How do we solve this? C5. This guy with these great moves. Man, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. So we're down a piece. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're literally just down a full piece. And we don't even have any compensation for it. Man. Maybe I have to just push my A pawn. Try to attack. Somehow. Try to attack. This is the only place I could move my bishop to. Everything else I'm getting captured. And we had to move it. Oh, A5, A4, A4, A5, A6. That's all I got. Maybe we can flag him now. He's taking a lot of time. Maybe we flag him and win. Queen E5, we have C3. I think. Rook D2. Ooh, what's happening on Rook D2? Maybe we take this guy? Because if he sacks, we don't have to take the rook. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. Oh. That's a rook. Okay, well. But we get the knight, at least. At least we get something. Okay, 30 seconds. Can we not get checkmated in 30 seconds? Yeah, it's not going to make it easy on me. That's for sure. Is it mate? No, it's not mate, right? Yes. Yes. I'll take it. I'll take the cheap win. I'll take it. Oh, man. Whew. Those bullet skills coming into play at the end. Yeah, that guy played such a good game, though. Man, I mean, let's go check that. He was crushing me. He was absolutely crushing me. Okay, G5 wasn't like awesome. Queen A5 was good. Yeah, knight B6. What a killer. What a great move. They played this middle game perfectly, though. They played this absolutely perfectly. Wow, C5, like everything. Everything was just trouble with the time pressure, though. Andrew, you'll take a look at Chess Vibes Academy? Awesome. That's a really good question. So when you go to the join, it doesn't give you an option to do anything? Is that right? I don't know. I'm kind of in uncharted territories here. I don't really know. So like when you click join, does it just not do anything, or do you not even see that join button? I think that might mean that you still will get to see all the stuff that the Chess Vibes Academy members sees. If not, I think I can make it so that that happens. So I'll have to look into that. It just shows the current. Okay, yeah, no, thank you for bringing that up. I will definitely look. I think, and maybe this is what YouTube does. Maybe they just leave those old memberships active until they expire, or maybe you can even just stay on that plan. I don't know, but when I go to post the video, I bet it will let me like choose the levels, and I'll make sure to select all the old levels, so that you guys will be included if I can do that. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. We are 2357. We're going up. We're going up. Okay, Sicilian. We're going to try to go for a Grand Prix attack. Ooh, knight c6. All right, we got to play bishop b5 against this one. And knight f3. Okay, g6. Why do I believe that I should... Let's see. Castles, a6, bishop g7, b4. Wait, what is it? Connor says if you go to Chess Vibes page, then membership, there's an upgrade option to upgrade to the Academy. You'll try it now and see if it works. Okay, awesome, Connor. Yeah, thank you. It's hard for me to test sometimes because I don't see, like, my membership page looks different because I own the channel. It just doesn't show me the same, which is weird. You would think that YouTube would put like this is what it looks like for your viewers somewhere, but it's not that easy for me to see that. Oh, nice. There you go. Connor upgraded to Chess Vibes Academy. Cool. Hey, thanks, Connor. All right, I'm just going to castle, guys. I'm trying to remember a line, and I can't seem to remember it, so we're just going to castle before I lose all my time. All right, way to go, Connor. If you sign up for the Academy, do you also get membership? Yeah. So Chess Vibes Academy is the new membership on the channel. That's just what it's called, Chess Vibes Academy. Okay, he goes bishop g7. So I feel like there's some weird like rook b1, push the b4 pawn ideas here. I guess we can also go d4, but yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I don't know why. I just feel like this makes sense for some reason. He attacks me. I'm gonna go back. Plays b5. Yeah, so if I play b4, what happens? c4, then d4, takes. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. d4, I'm expecting the en passant. Then we take with the queen. I don't know. I think I'm mixing up. I think I'm mixing up a bunch of lines that I learned at one point, and now I don't remember any of them. Let's play e5. I'm just trying to like undermine these pawns, kind of open something up. I don't exactly know what I'm doing here. He doesn't want to give up his bishop. That's what I'm counting on. Because if you fee in Keto, guys, this is really important. If you fee in Keto this bishop, and then you trade it and your opponent still has their bishop, then these dark squares are super weak, right? So I can play this move knowing that he's probably not going to take with the bishop, right? He might take with the pawn, but he's probably not going to take with the bishop. Now, I don't have to take that. I could play knight d5 and just go for everything here. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Just, I don't know, just trying to increase the pressure. But, you know, black still hasn't castled. I'm just trying to take advantage of every little thing that I can as quickly, and let's see what we can do. Okay, so they take with the pawn now. So this is good. This is blocked. We have the knight under attack, though. So I could take here with the knight. C4, it runs into en passant, I think. Although, actually, no, then I could take. Then my knight's defended, then the bishop's ready to go here or here. Maybe I will play C4. Oh, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going crazy this game, guys. I'm going crazy. We're just giving up all the pawns. We're just sacking everything. And we're doing it before black is castled. That's the key, right? Because if they get 2 free moves in, we're done. We're done. But that's not how chess works. You don't get 2 free moves. So we're going to try to make the most of these next couple of moves. Bishop b7. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, guys. Somehow we have to get this bishop into the game. That's all I'm seeing is we have to get this bishop into the game. The question is, how do we do that? Rook e1. Takes. I don't like that. So maybe it's time to take the pawn now. We could also take with the rook. Why would we do that? I don't know. Because d4, I don't know. Bishop b2. Rook u1, d4. What do we do? There must be some cool move here. We can just find what it is. The d4 takes. I'd be okay playing that position, I think. All right, let's go. I'm either about to be playing a game where I'm down like 4 pawns, or I'm about to have a really nice attack. One of the two. I'm not sure which one it is. Can you just imagine if he's just able to take these and just like push all his pawns? Like, it's pretty funny, actually. I've never sacrificed like 4 pawns in one game like that. This is great. Yep, he's gonna take him. He's gonna start taking him. Okay. Oh, that's a good one because it attacks my knight. Yeah, that's why he did that. Okay. I don't want to sack a knight. I'm not ready to sack a knight just yet. Pawns, I'll give up. But the knight, we need to keep, I think. I think we need to keep the knight, which means, unfortunately, it's probably time to take a pawn back. Probably time. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Check. Can he really play queen d7? Oh, maybe he can. Okay, hold up. He wants to play knight f6 and castle. So we need to do something straight away. Let's see. Rook e1. Knight f6. Check. Check. It's too... No, it's too much. Check queen d7. I need a move. I don't see what my follow-up is here. Man, maybe I sacked too many pawns. Maybe I did. Okay, rookie 1. Snafu! Welcome to Chess Vibes Academy. All right. Rookie 1? What? What? Man, I wish there was some move I had against Queen D7. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I could play Knight D3. Now that's an interesting move. Knight D3 is an interesting move. Isn't it? Knight D3. If you take me, my rook invades, and I'm pretty happy. If you take me here, what? Take you, you take me, I go check. Ooh, I go check, you have to go king f8. Am I happy enough? Maybe I am. There's also the other option where I go check. Or we could move the knight first. So knight g5, knight f6, so then we do some shenanigans. Nah, let's do it. So he's going to take me, and I'm going to go for this line. It's probably not very good, but I'm running out of time here. So I'm going to go for this piece sacrifice where at least I force the king to not castle, okay? So when I go here, you have to not castle. And I'm banking on the fact that we're going to be able to attack this king, which may or may not be true, but that's where I'm at. Okay? Bishop a3. Yeah, so we're going to try to attack while the pieces are over here. I don't know if it's going to work out, but we're going to try. Because if I can get this in and this in, we actually do have a pretty nice attack. He wants to go king g7. Mm-hmm. Yes, king g7 is a good move. Let's just keep trying to bring the pieces in. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with this just yet. f4, f5, that seems way too slow. g4, g5. Then I also have to worry about this pawn. If I go here, this pawn is annoying. g4, g5. But why? f4, g4, g5. Or f5 and takes to get the rook in. Man. I don't know. I'm out of ideas. I think this didn't work out the way that I thought it was going to. Unfortunately, we'll see if there was anything I missed. Maybe I just... This is the problem when you learn too many opening lines and you can't remember them. Sometimes you try to like play one when you're not supposed to, and you end up with something like this, which is a total mess. I know there was some chess boot opening where when they play g6 and a6, you play like b4, but I think that might have been when the knight was on d4, not when it was already traded, or something was different about it. Okay, h5. Wow. Is that really the move? h5? Played this person before. I mean, I'm just trying to open up the king somehow. I'm committed to this at this point to keep attacking, so that's what I'm doing. because what I'm trying to set up is somehow if we could sacrifice the rook to get rid of the bishop is holding everything together, right? So if we can somehow sack this, you know, maybe there's an opportunity to bust through. What I'm thinking anyway. I might actually take this pawn. It's kind of annoying because I have to constantly worry about that too. We're down a piece and some pawns. So if we take this, okay, that looks scary. Ooh, rook c2. He's going to play rook c2. So I have rook f2, but then there's a check. I probably have to play it. Because I have to stop checkmate. I mean, of course, it's risky pushing all the pawns in front of your king, but sometimes you have to just take the chance and try to win, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Queen check. Okay, he just takes, so we have to take. Well, is that just mate? Am I getting mated? Here, that's checkmate. So we have to go to g1. Probably still mate somehow. No, it's not mate. Somehow it's not mate. Okay, so I just go to h1. Oh, bishop f2. Hold on. Maybe it's mate. Bishop f2, yeah. Man, too bad. Oh, rook h6? This guy with all the unexpected moves. Rook h6. Wow. Was he finding all of these? Yeah. GG. Oh, that's checkmate too. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was the opening. I'm not sure. I don't really regret sacrificing all the pawns, but I do regret not being able to find. Yeah, they just defended it well. I didn't really have a chance, man. I think, you know what the line that I'm thinking of? Maybe it's, I think it's when they don't take. When they play g6, castles, a6, bishop g7. I think it's like here. Where you can play beef. Nope, it's not there. That's a blunder. Wait, why is that a blunder? Oh yeah, because I lose this. Somehow, maybe it's rook b1 here. Maybe it's rook b1 and b4. Yeah, maybe that's the line. Yeah, it's been a while. I need to refresh my memory. Anyway. Yeah, just too many pawns, and I didn't get anything in return, unfortunately. They played perfectly, though. They defend this perfectly, every single move. So there's not much you can do when they defend that way. All right. Let's go. Let's go next game. Okay. We play Scandinavian. Yeah, we had some good success last time. Let's try it again. Okay, whenever they bring the bishop out here, I like to go get the bishop. So we go back and then we actually, it feels like a lot of work to get the bishop, but this is one of the most powerful attacking pieces. And so play h3. I have to be careful actually because there might be a tactic. Takes, check. Because usually they play knight f3. You can't go there. Ah, okay. But there's no knight on f3, so I can go to d4. We still attack the bishop. We just do it a different way. Okay. There you go. I think we dodged a bullet there. I think we dodged that one. Let's get the bishop out. So why do we do all that? Well, because we get rid of that powerful bishop, and now we have the bishop pair, which is good. It's kind of a long-term advantage. So it's usually worth it, even though it seems like it's maybe you have to really understand the power of the bishops to understand why you would go through all that trouble to get the bishop. But hopefully we'll see this in this game maybe later. Okay, we could trade one of the bishops here. Or just keep it, go like bishop e7, h6. I'm going to play h6. Hold on, am I worried about knight b5? No, we have knight d5. Okay, so we'll play... Why am I playing h6? For two reasons. I want to make sure I don't lose my bishop at any point in the future. Now, they can't go there right now, but at any point in the future, I want to be able to drop it back. And I'm anticipating white's going to castle here. And I want to be ready to have options to launch an attack. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but I'm thinking ahead for that. So that's the idea. Charlie, what's going on? Oh, Rob. Oh, no. You were so close to 1700. Oh, no. Yeah. Don't worry. You'll get it back. I have been experiencing that lately, too. Like, just these epic streaks. Lots of wins, lots of losses. Okay, g4. That's not a move that was on my radar at all. But I will just retreat the bishop to safety. I don't... I don't know what this means for white's king. Because... Are you really going to castle this way now? I don't think so. So you're going to stay in the center or try to castle that way. Okay. Never mind. Never, just forget everything I just said. Wow. Who does that? That just seems like I have a very clear plan of attack now. Very strange. So the question is, what's the best way to attack it? H5. I don't know. I mean, I could trade the bishops, but I might want to leave the bishop there. I could use it as a potential target. Like g5, h5 is what I'm thinking. I'm going to go here first, but I'm thinking about this. Okay, so we have to watch out for some d5 shenanigans. It might make sense to just pause for a moment and play c6 to make that much less likely. We do create a weakness here, but I feel like it's covered well enough. Even if the knight tries to jump in, it can't. So I think we're okay to do that. And now, maybe we go attack the king. Yeah. Okay, queen e2. So what's the point? Not sure. Now might be the moment. Let's think this through. Bishop e5. Is it a problem for us? Yeah, bishop e5 is an annoying move. Bishop e5 is an annoying move. I'm going to just wait. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to solidify some things here first. So for example, this, more support here, because I'm thinking about knight d5 and I want to be able to, not have to worry about queen b5 stuff. So now knight d5 might be on the table. This is not out of the question, but bishop e5 just seems like a really annoying move. That's why I'm waiting. That's why I'm waiting. Yeah, maybe knight d5 and actually queen takes. Just put my queen on a really nice square in the center. Keep this strong bishop here. And then maybe we can start thinking about it. I don't know. Bishop e5, though. There's always bishop e5. Okay, rook comes to the center. Yeah, I think now's the time. My knight's not doing anything here. His knight seems more powerful, more dangerous, so I'd like to trade him off. I'd like to trade him off. And I will have a decision to make in which way we recapture. Okay, I was going to say the queen, but then now I'm wondering, c4, I go back, d5, I take. That actually looks very bad for me. Very bad, so I better take with the pawn. I had to change my plan last minute there when I noticed how dangerous that was going to be. This is not so dangerous because I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it and let him do that. I'm just going to leave it sit there. And whenever he takes me, now I take back. There's no more way to push your pawn, right? See the difference there? We just let it happen. He goes for c3. Okay. So queen b6 comes to mind. Can I play h5? h5, if you try to push by, the bishop might jump in. And if you try to play h4, it just feels like white is creating too many weaknesses, guys. I think I should go for this. Yeah, let's do it. Of course they don't want to take. Of course they don't want to take and double up these and open up the G file. They're going to push. And then I'm just not sure. Do I push h4 to stop the support? Do I push h4? Do I go here or here with my bishop? f5 looks nice. We attack, but then they push h4. It might get hard to bust through. Maybe not. Maybe we could play f6. Getting a little bit complicated. The alternative, we go here, but then there's knight e2 we have to worry about. Then I have to leave, and again h4. But I think we do want to stop that. They can't take me, because then I take here. At least I don't think they can take me. So maybe we do. Maybe we do stop that temporarily, so this guy becomes a bigger target. Okay, let's go. So my plan is to now move the bishop and then take the pawn. And we've eliminated the ability from white to support this g5 pawn. Okay, that's what we're doing. Is it the best plan? I don't know, but it's a plan. Who was it? Somebody said it's better to have a bad plan than no plan. I forget which famous grandmaster said that. Queen e5. This guy just keeps surprising me. He just keeps surprising me. Okay, option 1, we play king f8. We play rook g8. We castle. Now he is threatening to potentially take this. Bishop g6 takes rook here, check. Bishop f8. The queen is sort of trapped. That's kind of funny. The queen is sort of trapped. Check, check, check. Queen e7. I'm losing everything. I don't like that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I don't know. I gotta get. I can't let him take that. So the only move that I think we can play, because I want my rook to stay here. I want my rook to stay here because if this happens, I need it here. And even if this doesn't get captured, once my bishop moves, this rook is valuable here. We can use it to attack the king. I think I want that. So bishop now has some options that we can keep an eye on. Okay, b4. So he's trying to save his pawn. Fine. So I'm going to go here. Hits the knight. The knight has to probably retreat. Then I think I'll go back, block off the queen from the defense, and attack another pawn at the same time. It's kind of like a double attack, essentially. So which pawn is white going to save? King h2 takes rook g1. Yeah, something like this. So takes, rook g1. Queen f6, check here. No, we can go queen e7. Probably going to take me and go rook g1. Yeah, but my queen's going to be a good defender, so I think we're okay. Oh, he doesn't. Interesting. Very interesting. What about f6? No, no, no. Let's just do this. Like I have queen b8. I think the endgame is good for me. I think the endgame is good for me. Well, there's knight e5. We have to move our king and then try to play f6. Or I could just play f6 right now. Knight h4. Okay. So we're controlling the e5 square, so the knight can't jump in. This is not an option because we have a fork. So do I go there or do I go here? I want to go to the endgame. I think we can win this endgame. I think our bishop's so much more powerful than the knight. So I'm going to force the trade. I'm going to force the trade and go to the endgame. I don't see how white's going to invade because, I mean, all these are covered. You can't go anywhere, right? What are you going to do? Look at this. Everything's covered. There's no way to invade, right? This is defended. All I have to do is put my king here. He wants to try to go here, I guess. But I have bishop c2, so that's a blunder. You can't even do that. You can play g5 next, probably. I mean, I still have to figure out how to win. It's not like that simple, but it should be a better endgame for me. I'm trying to get in the A file because I want my rooks to invade somehow. He stopped that, so we change plans. Come over this way. This is perfect. This is perfect. Which way? Take with the pawn, I guess. I bring my rook here, I think. And then come in here. Trying not to lose on time, of course. Yeah, this should be good. He's got a lot of pawns that are about to drop off real fast. Got a lot of pawns. Of course, this one is going to be the one I want to focus on. I'm going to cut off the king from the support of to stop this guy. Okay, now it should be easy. Let's see. Okay, all right. Bishop's better than knight in an endgame like that, where there's pawns on both sides. And then my king was more active. Ooh, 93. Okay. Okay. That was a solid game. That was a solid game. All right. So yeah, I mean, we actually saw it, you know, why it sort of paid off going after that bishop. Eventually, took a long time, but eventually we got this position where it was like, okay, bishop against knight, and I'm up a pawn too, I think, at this point. But this bishop's very powerful. I mean, you have to keep guarding this. There's constantly threats here. We saw how the bishop was able to swing across and defend this way. It's very, very powerful, right? And then you could see the difference between my king and his king. His king's totally off. Mine's more centralized, right? And also these weak pawns, and yeah, just a bunch of little things just makes it a winning position, essentially. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you a position now. Where's my book at? Here it is. All right. I need a number between 1 and 200. Number between 1 and 200. Go. Just grabbing a pen because I lose them like every day. I lose a pen. I don't know how I do it. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, Kevin's in the house. Kevin. All right, Kevin says 111. 111. Let me see. Oh, we've already done it. We've already done it, Kevin. Let's see. Alexandra, 163. Okay, we've not done 163. 163 it is. Thank you, guys. 163, you say. Okay, it's white to play and win. Let's go to analysis board, set up position. White to play and win. White has 2 more pawns over here. Don't forget about those. Black has a pawn here, and here, and here, and a king, and a rook over here. Ooh. Stockfish says it's black is winning, and yet the book says white to play and win. So who's right? Who's right? Is Stockfish right, or is this book right? White to play and win. Really? Am I missing any pieces? Nope. This is the position. Okay. Wow. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a problem here, guys. Houston, we have a problem. The reason I say we have a problem is because the first move that this thing says is h6. White to play h6. Except white can't play h6 in this position. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nope. Nope. I'm sorry, guys. I have no idea. Clearly, this is meant to be a different position. Oh, it's this one. Did they flip them? Wait a minute. Okay, hold up. I bet this solution goes for this position. Hold up. There's a mistake in the book. We're gonna fix it. 1 second. Let me just see something. Let me see something. And I just sort of gave you the first move. Oops. Oops. Sorry about that. All right. Let's try this position. Okay. Let's try this position. Yes. This is probably what it's supposed to be. All right. I'm going to take my break. We'll check in just a second. I think it's white to play and win. I think. Good luck. Assuming there's no mistakes. All right, let's see what's going on. So yes, indeed. All right. Rob, I think this is the second time. I think this is the second time we found a mistake in this book. But it looks like the solution on this page is for the problem on this page. Let's see if that's true. So the move is, okay, we have a rook, we have 2 pawns. Interesting. H6. Probably are trying to get a queen somehow. But, okay, what is black's attempt? So knight to g4 check. Oh, it's a fork. It's a fork. So we give up the pawn. We bring our king in. Black grabs 1 pawn. They have both knights defending the king. So we have options here. But should we even use our rook is the question. What do you guys think? Which one should we do, or should we do something else? We have pawn moves. We have king moves. The name of the book, it's 200 Brilliant Endgames. Irving Chernoff. They're pretty fantastic, most of them, with the exception of a few mistakes here and there, but most of them are really amazing. All right. Apparently, it's a king move, and let's try to figure out why. So if we go here, black says, thank you very much, and this is looking like a draw. Now the knight goes here. Check. Forces our king here, and they just keep checking us, and if we ever go anywhere else, they take our rook, right? So we don't want to lose our rook, so we have to go back and forth. Okay, so that's what would happen if we try to pin this knight. What if we try to pin this knight? Because this looks like more logical. This is a draw? I thought this was a win. Oh, it's a draw. It's a table-based draw. Let me show you this. I'll show you guys this. This is called a table base. If you've never seen a table base, so a table base, essentially, I want to say it's like 7 pieces or less. If there's 7 pieces, it might be more by now because they keep adding space and stuff. But anyway, if there's 7 pieces or less on the chessboard, every single possible move has been plugged into like a giant database or something. And it can tell you exactly if an endgame is a win, a loss, or a draw. Exact. There's no like Stockfish has to calculate. Like it's exactly, it just knows. That's a table base. So you can see here, there are no winning moves listed. There are only drawing moves listed for white, which means this is a draw, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure you can sometimes win with the rook against the knight. At least I thought you could. So what this tells me is this must be some weird, unique position or something where you can't, which is kind of fascinating. Okay. So even if you can win one of the knights, if it ends up like that, it's not a win. So all that to say, going back here, king g5 is the move. We attack this knight. Knight goes back. I mean, it can't go anywhere here because we just take it. So it goes back to g8. Now we go with a check. Oh, I see where this is going. I see where this is going now. You guys see it? You see where it's going? That's right. Check and mate. Oof. Oof. This is the cool thing about this book. Every time you see the solution, there's always just that moment of like, ah, that's so nice to look at. Look at that. The knights are smothering the king. It's like a reversed smothered checkmate. The knights are smothering their own king. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, 163. We sort of did it. That was the position on 162 with the solution on 163. So something is going on with those. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. So next time you find yourself in this position, make sure you remember. You will know exactly what to do. All right, let's go. I know, I'm so helpful. I'm so helpful to you guys. $25. Oh no, we have never beaten this person in a rapid game of chess. Okay, let's go. Let's go. There's a first time for everything. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. I'm feeling like it's today. Come on. He's going to play c4 probably. No, bishop d3. He wants to just give me this. Fine, we'll take it. We'll just take it. I'm going to go e6. Just play nice and solid. Or I could go knight c6. I will go knight c6 actually. Maybe e5. Yeah, he's not wanting any part of my shenanigans, so I'm thinking we go e5. Let's see. e5 takes. Queen moves somewhere. Pins my knight. A bit of a problem. So we go queen e7 takes. Rook d8. Is it worth it? Oh, you know what else I could do is I could play e5 followed by bishop c5. Let's do it. I'm not going to be scared just because I lost 6 games in a row to this person. I'm not going to be scared. Nope. It's not how I play chess. We're going for this diagonal. We're not letting him castle. It's a pawn sacrifice, but we're going to castle and then just attack and try to checkmate. Checkmate this guy that always seems to beat me. Come on. Come on, guys. We can do it. We can do it. Queen to b5. What is this guy thinking? What's he thinking? What's he thinking? Can I just go back? Can I not just go back? I'm just going back. He was attacking 2 things. I defended 2 things. This is defended. I'm still ready to castle. The plan has not changed. We have 3 pieces out. This guy has no pieces developed. Look at this. He wants to go here. Okay. Hey, you can do that if you want. You can do that if you really want. You really want. What should my plan be exactly? What should my plan be? I think we just castle and just get away. I think we just get away from the pin. Knight c4 might be annoying, but we'll deal with that when it happens. Okay. a6. Why would I want to play a6? Okay, I'm thinking up something very sneaky here, guys. I'm thinking up a very sneaky plan. It starts with a check. It starts with the check, setting up the pin it to win it. Then it comes in here with a queen sacrifice. And then I have nothing because I don't have a bishop to checkmate. Man. Okay. That's too bad. That's too bad. We were so close to something amazing there. Does it change anything if I go this way? Nope. Nope. I can't go in. No mates. Okay. It was worth a shot, you know? It was worth a shot. All right. So what are we going to do about this? He's got weaknesses around his king. I mean, he's got some weaknesses. If only we can figure out a way. Get the rooks involved. Okay, we don't have to recapture. We don't have to recapture. We can look for other options. So check. No, but I should recapture. I should recapture. Yeah, I should recapture. So I'm still only down a pawn, but I mean, you have to believe that I have a lot of compensation for a pawn. Look at it. I have 3 pieces. I'm castled. This guy still is not castled. His king is in the middle. If I can get these rooks here, like maybe I just sack it. Takes rook e8. What's he going to do? Rook e8, what's he going to do? You got to move your queen somewhere. Let's say you take this. Queen g7. Good game. Thank you very much. Okay, let's say he goes here. I go queen there anyway. This has got to be the move. It just has to be. It just has to be. If it's not, I'm going to lose, but I'm going to trust my intuition. Has to be the move. There must be a way to use the pressure on the e-file as a follow-up to win the game. And if he doesn't take me, well, I still opened up the e-file, so he probably has to take me. I mean, he doesn't have to, but if he doesn't, forget about it. It's going to be really bad news. I'm assuming we see a capture. Rook goes over, queen's going to move somewhere, and then we just try to checkmate the king. That's it. We can bring in the other knight. He plays knight f4. What is that? What is that? Okay, I didn't think about it. Knight f4. This guy's moves are just... Okay, I see what he wants to do. If I go back, he wants to just castle. He offers me a draw. He offers me a draw. I can break the streak right now. I can break the streak right now with a draw. Oh, he has to go. He said I got to go. He said I got to go. Oh, man. Do we give him a draw? Do we give this man a draw in this position? Is this legitimate? Like he literally has to go? Or is this like a, I hope he believes that I have to go because really I'm about to get checkmated and I see it? Man. Should I? All right, I'll give him a draw. I'll give him a draw, but we will analyze this with Stockfish. If I was going to play a move, let me think about this. If I was going to play a move, this is what I really would like to play. Takes, check, bishop e3. Knight c4. How about my queen's under attack? So it takes, check, bishop e3. Takes, check, bishop e3. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that clear. It's not, I definitely like this position. I'll give the man a draw. But, okay, we broke the streak. One way or another. We broke the streak. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that is kind of lame. You're rated 2,500. You shouldn't start games, you know, if you have to leave like that. Yeah, we were winning, I think. We were winning. So who knows? I don't know the person. I don't know if that was legit or not, but give him the benefit of the doubt. That being said, oh, the best move was just keeping my, oh, bishop a7, guys. Keeps the bishop and threatens a fork. And so, oops, after the queen moves, now I can launch an attack with rook e8 or something, and I'm just crushing this guy. So, okay, I missed that, but still, good position. It would have been better for me to go to h5 with my queen. Wonder why. To keep pressure here, maybe? That being said, I still have a good position. Even queen d7 castles is still good for me because he's got a lot of weaknesses. I can just play rook e8, and I have a great position. I have a great position. Yeah. Yeah. If I would have played this, though, I'm in trouble because I just have no follow-up. But if I play queen d7, I'm doing great. Hey, you know what? We didn't lose. It's something. It's something. How about rook e8? Right? Oh no, rook e8 doesn't work. Yeah. Let's look at it. So right here, rook e8. I did think about this. The problem is he takes my queen. Yes, I can go with a check, but he just moves, and I have to take the queen back. I'm down a queen, and then I lose my knight. Right? So it doesn't actually work. And if I go to d3, same thing. I just lose my knight. However you look at it. So. Or in this case, it's even worse. I lose a rook. But yeah, it just doesn't work. Good idea. Doesn't work. All right. Scandinavian has been working well for us today. Oh, January 2025. I should not have looked at that. Now he's in my head already. He's in my head already, guys. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is not the opening you want to play against a potential rice cooker. This is not the opening. Let me just tell you that. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me do some more research here. Let me do some research on this person. Well, they have a 700 puzzle rating. They have a 700 puzzle rating. Man. This is super sketch. Queen a4. What is this? What is queen a4? So if I go bishop d7, they want to go back and then hit me here. And if I take, I mean, I don't see the problem with it. I don't see the problem with it. I don't know. I don't see it. Ah, they wanted to take first. Isn't that clever? You know what? I don't even care. Take my rook. I don't even care. I don't need that rook. That is the last piece on the board that I need right now. Take it. Please, take it. Take it. Take the rook. You don't win chess by taking rooks. You win chess by getting checkmate, if you didn't know. He saw what I was doing. He saw it. But now he has to worry about this. Plays d4. Okay. Check. Gonna play bishop e3 now. No, bishop e2. Really? Really? Do I go back or do I like try to just keep being crazy and play knight a6? I kind of want to keep being crazy. Yeah, let's do it for the content. We'll do it for the content. It's risky because this is generally a nice attacking piece to have on the board. So giving it up is a serious sacrifice. But the knight's coming in. This d3 square just looks great. The bishop is coming over to pile on. Okay, bishop b5. Is that the move? Does it win? Let's go. Let's go. Look at this. I think they had to play queen c4 to stop bishop b5. Oh, bishop e3. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Okay, hold on though. It's we might. Let's see. If I take with the queen, no, I need to put pressure on this guy. So maybe we take with the knight. Oh, but he's gonna take here with man. All right. Take your first, then the bishop will be pinned. It'll give me some time to keep attacking. Yeah. So if I take, he takes. I go check. He moves. Let's see. Here it leads to a checkmate, I think. You have to go here. Then I get the queen. Yeah, so I can do this. I can take this. Rook d1. Check. King runs. Knight jumps in. Yeah, Rook d1 is a good move. If I take... Oh, wait a second. If I take, he takes me. I take him. Oh, maybe it's not a good move. Rook d... Oh, no, but he just takes back. He just takes back. Then I have to sack the rook. He takes me. Do we have a checkmate there? Probably not. Check. I'm running out of pieces. He's just going to run away. Yeah, it's too bad. This is not going to end well for me. But for all I know, I'm playing in rice cooker, so I don't want to overthink it. That's the most frustrating thing. You sit there and you think and you think and you think and you calculate so much, and then you're playing a rice cooker. It doesn't matter. So I'm not going to do that this game. I'm just going to play some moves and move on to the next game. That's what I'm going to do. Just going to play some moves. Threaten this. Probably just going to defend it. Laugh at me. It's okay. Yeah, time usage. Definitely playing a bot. Definitely looks like we're playing a bot. Wow. There's a move for you that a human would play. There's a human move for you. Knight to c3. Are you kidding me? Dude. All right. Whatever. Whatever, guys. I don't even know. I don't even know. We'll try to bring the knight over. How to make chess 5 times easier while playing a rice cooker. Yes. Yes. Let's play h6. Stop the knight. Give my king a place to run to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rook's coming over here. I guess I'm gonna jump my knight in, maybe. If it's a rice cooker, could you try to play safe moves and flag them? Yeah, you can try, but I don't think I'll survive that many moves in this position because it's going to get. It's already like, look at this. He brings this rook instead of the other one, so that he avoids any trades. And I guess I'm about to. Well, let's try 94. I don't think I'll survive, but we'll see. If they keep spending 30 seconds every move, then yes, we could flag them. But most people are capable of going a little faster at some point in the game. We'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. He wants this fork. Wow, look at this. He's taking away all the squares from my queen to defend this. So what if I play c6? Check. Okay, I guess we can play c6. So check loses a piece, so he can't go there, so he's going to move his knight probably to f4. No, he can't go there, so c3. Okay, c3. Let's try to keep the pieces on the board. We'll take back this way. Knight e5. Ooh. Didn't see that one. Wow. Yeah, so I'm going to lose. If I move my queen, I lose the knight. Oh, I could do... Wait, if I do this, he takes, check, takes. Yeah, I could actually do this. I have a tactic there. But he's going to take it back. He's going to take it back with the queen, probably. Yeah, actually, maybe if we trade the queens, maybe we can flag them. They are pretty slow. But how do we trade the queens in a safe way where we don't get checkmated or make a huge blunder first? Let me go here, attack the knight. He's probably going to defend it. Nope, he goes back. Okay, there's a queen trade, but then it allows the rook coming down, which I don't think we can allow that. Yeah, I don't think we can allow the rook to come down. That's going to be too... Okay. He's going to bring his rook over. I don't know if we trade the rooks or not. Ideally, I would like to trade queens and leave the rooks and the knight, because that's going to take him longer to win. But I don't think I'm going to get an opportunity. Oh, never mind. Queen to d4. Okay, so we're going to take it. And then how do we put up the most resistance here? Yeah. Yeah, you better just pause and think about if you want to retake that or not. Seems like a good moment. Okay, let's just try to create like a little fortress here. And maybe they turn off the rice cooker at the end is what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Don't blunder anything, Nelson. Okay, we got to keep the rook on the board. Definitely have to keep the rooks on the board. Just from a, I want this to drag out as long as possible standpoint. No, he's going to try to force it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can I, let's see. Man. I'm going to have to trade. Oh, no. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Okay, he goes back. Okay, good. Good, good, good. They may have already turned it off. Oh. Oh. I have to trade it. And lose a pawn. No. I have to trade it and lose a pawn. That's like the worst case scenario. If I don't, then I'm, yeah. It's too bad. That's, if I could have kept the pawns, man, that's too bad. I don't think there's anything I can try at this point. Try to run after the pawns, I guess. Yeah, this person knows how to play a little bit on their own, but I'm like 99% sure there was rice cooking earlier. I'm gonna leave the knight and try to get a stalemate. Yeah, I think I'm going to report. Let's just check the game review, but I'm pretty sure. .90 accuracy makes sense. Probably weren't using the engine at the end, but... Okay, so queen a4, queen b3. Yeah, so like right here, queen c2 is a good move. Yeah, they were playing the second move a lot of the times. Like top move was king f1, but second move was knight c3, although it's changing. Yeah, yeah, that's... Anyway, let's go to the next game. Oh, 9 days ago. No, no, no. Yes. We aborted. We aborted in time. Oh, man. 9 days ago. No bueno. No bueno. 700 puzzle rating. 1600 blitz. Look at that. 2300 rapid. Oh, boy. 76 wins. 76 wins and only 16 losses. Uh-huh. Nope. I don't think so. I will report. I will report. Even though I didn't play him, I will still report because that's obviously cheating. Okay. Alexandra, hey, welcome to Chess Vibes Academy. Thank you. All right, I got to do a check, guys. There's just too much rice cooking going on here. Opponent was struggling so much with the queen and the knight. Yes, yes, they were. All right. This person really didn't want to face bishop b5. Why am I putting my knight on h3? Why? You will see. You will see very soon, actually. First, I'm going to try to get this bishop. And then I think we're going to launch the pawn. We're going to launch the pawn here. Okay, let's make sure the knight's not going to cause us some problems. It might here, so we have to think if we want to do that or not. Yes, I do. I'm going to focus on attacking. I don't care about this pawn, so I want to take that. They can. Interesting. Not sure why they wanted to give up their bishop, but okay. They do take that. Fine. Ah, they didn't want my knight to go to g5. Okay, I got it. All right, so option one, we leave the rook and we play f4, f5. We just immediately go for it. That's pretty bold. Option two. Yeah, I'm going to keep the rook on the board. A pawn is one thing, a full rook is another thing. And this rook could be useful, so we'll keep it around for a little bit. And now we can attack. Now we can attack. So I have different ways to do this. The most obvious and direct is f5. But there's also g4, g5. Maybe even e5. We really need to pause here, I think. I'm going to go f5. And the reason is I want to... knight g8, okay. I want to use my rook, I think. I guess we have to go back. Still think I want to do this, although maybe we want to go knight d5 now. Is e5 a move? Ooh, e6. Really? Okay, I'm thinking about playing f6 because then I can play e5. I'm just not sure what happens after e5. The knight moves, and then what? We take... Do I have enough open files there? The other option is we just try to bring the rook up and over directly. Which one's more powerful? Rook f4. What about queen g5, though? Queen g5 is a really annoying move. It's a really annoying move. Queen f2 and then over. f6 here. e5 there. I'm just going to do it. I don't know. I want to use all my time, so I'm going to go with this one and see what we can do. The idea is just by opening up the F file, I create pressure. And by not trading, I don't open up black's rook. And so I'm hoping that that actually helps me attack the king, like by keeping this pawn here. So it sort of like jams up black's pieces, right? That's kind of the thought process. Okay, and so we go here now. And of course they can't take because we take back and we are gonna win. So what are they gonna do instead? Move the knight here, but then we take it. And do something. Yeah, I don't have quite the attack that I was thinking I was gonna get, unfortunately. All right, let's go ahead and take that. Opens up the e5 square, which we might be able to use. Also, I have the knight come into e4 if the queen takes. And we still can think about this rook lift. My bishop, unfortunately, is not doing much. I almost want to bring it back. Okay, they go there, so let's bring the knight. Comes with a really nice tempo on the queen, which is great. So, okay. Okay. Knight g5. Queen h6 again. Knight f5, we can just take it. Ah, but then if we go here, the knight gets to f6. B4? B4 might not be crazy. Knight f5 takes. We take a pawn here. That doesn't look too bad. Let's go with that. I just don't see a way through over here, so I'm focusing on something else at the moment. You can't take me because you're knight. B6. I guess we trade. Or maybe I just go bishop g2 immediately, attacking the rook. The rook comes over somewhere. What's it? 3, 6, 7, 3, 4. So we're down 2 pawns at the moment. But black's position is cramped. They go for knight there. Not on my radar for some reason. Now I'm going to go for the checkmate. Because, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Knight f6, now I take it. Before you had your knight on the blocking it. So now this is really dangerous for them. This is really dangerous for them. So they're going to have to play something like f5 to allow the queen. That's what they're going to have to do. Yeah, but it still looks dangerous for them, right? Because knight g5, queen g7. What? No. Oh, they're going to play f5 after I go there. Oh. Isn't that interesting? Would take this one, but queen g7. Maybe it's not good for me. So, okay, the idea is they can't take me because I have the rook. So I get 1 pawn. But probably more importantly, we potentially open up this for the rook to invade. Also weaken this for maybe a sacrifice. Rook f7. Thinking we go rook e1 or rook f6. Okay. Man. Of course, we don't want to trade because we're down a bunch of pawns. So we want to keep the pieces on, keep trying to attack here. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't have too many options. I don't have to move it just yet because it's pinned. So I'm just going to get ready. Now I can move it to e6. I'm leaving this guy defending here. So, okay, 96 is the move next. I expect we'll see Queen H7. And then I think I'm going to take this pawn. What? What? If I take it, there's a check. I see. Could play Queen E3 and go into an endgame. They don't want an endgame, do I? I don't really want an endgame when the king looks like this. So I feel like this bishop is just not doing anything. Rich, welcome to Chess Fives Academy. Hey, thanks. I just noticed I have... Oh, he's forcing a trade. Okay. Gotta take it, otherwise the pawn structure gets messed up for me. But now we get to invade on the 7th rank here, which looks kind of nice. Yeah, it's always super dangerous for your opponent's king when they're stuck on the back like that. It's always super dangerous, especially if we can get both rooks. That's the dream. Then we're going to see an amazing checkmate. Then we're going to see an amazing checkmate. Yeah, I don't actually know. Okay, they're going back to try to stop it now. So they realized their mistake. Okay. Hmm. So if the knight moves, then I go to the 7th. If it doesn't move, I'm taking this pawn. That's my logic anyway. All right. Let's go. We're going for it. We're going for it, guys. Oh, he's not going to let me do it. That's not checkmate, is it? No, it's not. Man. I thought it was checkmate, but it's not. It's not checkmate. Woo! Woo! That was close. That was close. All right. 88 moves. All right, let's check the game review. How did we do? Okay, it was a mess. It was a big mess. All right. Yeah, Stockfish is like, you just blundered big time. Wait, why did I blunder so much? If they take... Oh! If they take first, I can't take back because there's this fork. Oh, yikes. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. They didn't see it, though. They took one move too late. Oof. And then... Yeah, it was just equal. Just equal. Wow. How about that? Rook c4. I thought about going to c4. I thought here was the same idea, but no, this way you force them to do something. Now you can get on the 7th rank. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Because I noticed that there's no checks for them. I can just run over here. This is what I wanted to do. I thought I could just do the same thing, but it's not. Because it gives them time. Because they don't have to worry about their knight. It gives them time. Yeah, I misplayed that. Definitely misplayed that. So, okay, maybe this is a good time to talk about rooks. Maybe it's a good time to talk about rooks. So, I was doing something here. I didn't do it the best way that I could, but what I did like right here is like an advanced technique. And then again right here. Let me pull up an analysis board. This is probably going to be helpful. So you have, you know, a position like this, and you're trying to checkmate the king, the typical way that most people learn is, okay, you make a box, and then you bring your king a little closer, and you bring your king a little closer, and then you make the box a little smaller, and then you bring your king around this way, and you make the box a little bit smaller. The problem with this is it takes forever, right? It's like I probably would have ran out of time in that game unless I was able to pre-move the whole thing if I was doing it that way. It works. But then you get these positions where, like, for example, like right here. Like, let's say the king was here, just moved here. Okay, if I'm trying to do that box thing, I'm probably just going to move my king back, and then when he goes here, I'll move my rook here, and then we just keep going, right? But what you can do is a fancy waiting move where you move the rook this way, so you keep him cut off here, and now one of three things is going to happen. The king doesn't want to run to the edge of the board. He's probably not going to go there. He's probably not going to go here. If he does, we're pretty happy because then it allows us to bring our king up. We'll talk about that in just a second. So most likely he's going to go here. But by moving back, now I have allowed myself to go check, and we force the king either on the edge of the board, which is great, or this way. But now I can do it again, this sort of weird waiting move, and then we force him back that way. So it depends on which way you're trying to make the king move. Like sometimes it works better than other times. So let me actually go back because that was a good example here. So for example, this was the position, right? We did our little waiting move. Let's say that they would have gone, let me think about this, here. And now I bring my king to cut him off. And they try to come back this way and escape. What do I play? Well, any sort of waiting move where the rook stays here is mate in two. Like anything. They have to go back, checkmate. Super quick, right? So this concept of like, when you're trying to push, I mean, it could be anywhere. Let's say their king's like over here somewhere. And it's my turn, I move here, they move here. What do I do, right? You just do this waiting move. And then they have to either go up against this or they try to come here and bam. And then same kind of deal. Like if they go here, I come up, they come over, that's mate in two, 1, 2. So like knowing that little pattern is really, really valuable in these king and rook endings. Because otherwise you're going to just be like, oh, okay, I have to go here and I have to make the box and I have to make the box and I have to make, it just takes like so many extra moves, right? Like how many moves did I just play? Like 5 or 6 moves instead of 2 moves, right? So yeah, let's do one more example. Let's say like we're, I don't know, maybe, well, this maybe isn't the greatest example. So we go check, he goes here, or let's say he goes here, we go here, here. What do we play? You should recognize the pattern. What do we play? It's our turn. Back this way, right? And then boom, we come in. And then same thing. Here, you see it again, the same pattern. We go back, checkmate, right? So that's 2 moves. If you do it the other way, it's going to take you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So it's the same idea, but a lot faster. Yeah, cool. You don't get to use it all the time, but you saw a good live example of how I was able to get that checkmate because I was doing something along those lines. Let's go back and look at that game, actually, because I didn't do it perfectly. I think I probably missed some opportunities, but... yeah, like right here, I noticed that pattern, right? And then here, I noticed the same kind of pattern. And then actually here, I moved my king in such a way that it set up the same position, right? It set up the same position where you either now have to go all the way back or you step in line to where the rook can check you again. And I didn't do it. Yeah, see, I messed that up. I guess I pre-moved it or something. I don't know. But I should have went immediately for c7. Instead, I had to waste some time. Yeah, because I was just being slow. And then here we saw it, right? The same kind of deal. Just do the waiting move, checkmate. Cool. All right, guys, you should join Chess Vibes Academy. We're going to be starting with the first opening very soon. I'm going to be doing a poll, probably a members only poll, and letting you guys vote on which opening we're going to start with. There'll be a special lesson where we talk about the opening, the plans, the concepts. Then we're going to have a tournament. I'm also going to post where you can ask questions, and I'll answer everything in a video and just show some people's games too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Excited to meet all of you guys in there. If you're just joining, you don't know what I'm talking about. So Chess Vibes Academy, when you go to the homepage, next to the subscribe button, there should be a join button. I think some people said it doesn't work on certain phones, but on like a computer, you'll see it. You click join, Chess Vibes Academy. We priced it as low as we could, so I think a lot of people should be able to. At least that was our intention anyway. So yeah, excited for that. And I am. Let me see. Should we play one last game? Finish it out with one game? No, I probably should stop. I feel myself getting mentally tired. I probably should stop here. I think it's a good time to stop. So thank you guys. I'll see you in Chess Vibes Academy. Stay tuned. We're going to get started very soon with that. So thank you guys. Thanks, Rob, for being here. As always, appreciate you. Stay sharp, play smart, and take care.